Play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind?
Like my Johnny.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
So, guess that one worked. Who the fuck are you? It's gotta be like a broken part of the fence. Damn, I thought that was clear.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Alright, yeah, I have no idea how to get into that fucking place. Straighten the hell out of there now. What else do I need to do? Negotiate with Cass, but... Doing good negotiating, I guess. Guess we'll do that. No, fuck not. Where's that person? Probably not even here. Oh, yeah, that kid. A door on this side? Doesn't look like it. Oh, the guy's right here. What
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps?
the- Now that is an ugly ghoul. That is a fucked up ghoul.
Whoa. Yeah. I guess the Garrett sent you after me? Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me. Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my back. I'm sorry about this.
How much did Grex owe? He gave 130 and then like 40 something.
You're freaking crazy. I'm not stripping for you.
Oh, he did have. Okay. 212 and 250. Oh, he gave me a lot. He gave me extra. I like it. Thought he owed one of the. I thought he was one of the people that owed two something.
If it can be bought, it can be found and it can run.
How's it going?
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only.
Yep.
Lady Jane owes two.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
Dang.
In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full. But who would bother with such a mess? But what about those nasty critters? Very well. But please do be careful. I will be returning to California to start anew. If anything is left of the caravan, please keep it as a show of thanks for your kindness. It is so rare to meet good, friendly people in the wastes. Here's the last location of the caravan. Good luck.
Morning.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and
Hello.
Maybe I could see them over here.
Did it!
Oh, there he is.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous. Santiago does not owe anyone. Santiago is a free-side VIP. Indeed, Santiago is a poet among pretenders. If you're here to collect for the Garretts, Santiago is debt-free. I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. Here are the capsule. I do the Santiago act to get out of paying for services every once in a while. I didn't think it could possibly get me killed. I am honored they would consider me. I'll start immediately.
Oh, no, that way. So names? Nope, probably no missions then. That's a lot of... my god, my HP! Oh, I'm about to die! I need I'm dead! What's happening? You gonna shoot? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's standing there. He's standing there. What the f... What is this? What is this? My character's frozen. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. What the fuck is happening? I can't get out of this. What the sh... That rock flowers on every fucking goddamn incline. Try it, I don't know. Yep, there we go. There it is. Got no fucking... I have red poisoning. I don't have great armor. They came out of fucking nowhere. That was like 3 fucking
Morning.
things that ruined my day right there.
Hey, buddy.
Wow.
Spare a cap? I can make it worth your while.
The hell is he talking about?
The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos that call themselves the Kings.
I already know this.
Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer, so the extra one's on me. Wanna hear another? While everyone knows
Whatever.
Mr. House runs New Vegas, no one knows the first thing about him. He just sorta showed up a few years back, and everything you see around you is the result. Just who in the hell is he? What do you say? Want another tip? He might not look it, but Ralph, or Mick and Ralph's, is no slouch with a keyboard. I've heard he's helped reprogram several robots in his time. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
How many fucking...
I probably don't have to tell you that Freeside's dangerous, but you might want to think twice about hiring one of those guards at the gates. They're not all saints, is all I'm saying. That one was pretty good, right? How about another? Saw a strange thing the other day. The King took that robo-dog of his over to the old Mormon fort.
Has a lot of shit to say.
Weird thing was that the dog was flipping out and had to be restrained by a few of the King's men. Hope he doesn't get loose. What do you say? Want another tip?
Just keep asking until he's done giving tips. Just plug my computer in, it's dying.
Things have generally been bad here for the squatters, the people who came here hoping for a better life and just got stuck. But lately, the mood has changed. The squatters seem to be a bit more optimistic. I wonder what happened. What do you say? Want another tip? Traders have been griping for a while now about I-15 being too dangerous to travel. I'd steer clear of it unless you're armed to the teeth. I got more where that came from. Want another? Drugs are everywhere in Freeside, and even people you might not expect have become addicts. Jacob Hoff, for instance. That man was a brilliant chemist before he picked up the habit. Now, just another junkie. That King Pacer's a fan of Jet, too. Though I heard one of the followers talking about it being dangerous for him. Something about his heart. Do yourself a favor and stay away from that stuff, okay? I got more where that came from. Want another? I understand. Well, have a good day. Mention the NCR and people around here get a little on edge. There's talk that they're going to take over all of New Vegas. It doesn't help that they've got military camps all over the place, and more troops pour into the area daily. I got more where that came from. Want another? Northwest of the big Freeside sign is a casino called the Atomic
This has got,
Wrangler.
like, at least 10 right now.
It's not as fancy as the ones on the Strip, but there's still plenty of excitement to be found there. I got more where that came from. Want another? I've heard people passing through mention some kind of underground fights pitting creatures of the waste against one another for sport. And when I say underground, that's their word I'm using, not my own. I got more where that came from. Want another? Have you tried going to the Strip only to be stopped by those big metal murder machines? Happens every day around here. But if you know the right people, you can get through the gate without being a rich man. That one was pretty good, right? How about another? The Omertas, one of Mr. House's 3 families, run a casino called Gomorrah on the Strip. If you thought the Wrangler was something, you owe it to yourself to go there. What do you say? Want another tip? People in Freeside generally fall into one of 2 categories. Those who've been here all their lives call themselves locals. When people from the NCR and other places started pouring in, the locals began referring to them as squatters, and the name stuck. The locals blame the squatters for the scarcity of resources in Freeside, and the squatters blame any act of violence against them on the locals. They're both right to some extent, and violent outbreaks between the two are all too common these days. What do you say? Want another tip? There's a rumor that a huge army is camped to the east, massing to attack the NCR. Like that'd ever happen. Who in the world could stand up to the NCR and win? That one was pretty good, right? How about another? Ever hear of the Gunrunners? They sell just about every kind of firearm you can imagine. And some you probably couldn't. I got more where that came from. Want another? The Strip is run by the 3 families, who owe their allegiance to Mr. House. When he first showed up, he gave the local tribes the choice of working with him or getting the hell out of his way. Given how things turned out, I know which way I'd have gone. But hindsight's 20/20, right? That one was pretty good, right? How about another? East of Freeside, there's an old Air Force base, judging by the road signs. No one knows for sure what's in there, though, on account of anyone approaching the place getting violently blown up. I got more where that came from. Want another? Caught a rumor the other day that some of the clientele over at the Wrangler have been making some rather strange requests. Stuff like weirdos wanting the services of ghouls and such. I almost have half a mind to volunteer myself, sexy beast that I am. I got more where that came from. Want another? If you've been around the Kings, you may have met one of them named Pacer. He's always stomping around trying to show off his authority. Being new, you weren't around when it happened, but a few months ago, Pacer pissed off the Van Graff family big time. No one knows what went down, but word is the Van Graffs still want him dead. That one was pretty good, right? How about another? I've heard the Garretts over at the Atomic Wrangler are having a hard time collecting some money owed to them. An enterprising person like yourself might be able to make some caps helping them with their little problem. What do you say? Want another tip? The chairmen run a casino on the strip called The Tops. It's a pretty classy place by all reports. I haven't been there myself, but I hear security there is kinda tight. That one was pretty good, right? How about another? In the area between the north and east gates is the old Mormon fort, where the followers of the apocalypse have set themselves up. The followers aren't a bad bunch, and provide healing and supplies to the people of Freeside as they can. I got more...
No, you're done.
And
I thought. I don't know you're going that long. Let's try this. I have a fuck ton of dynamite. Might help.
Can't run from me.
Alright, you're done, you're done. Blown up, so. Take that. I'll take this. Maybe use that. I just say 6. feel like I'm walking into a trap this bitch laid for me. Oh, that is a big rat. Cool. And I'm taking that. Just what I want. What the f- They're doing that much damage to me? Oh. I didn't even pay attention to how these fucking rats. Son of a bitch. Just cut through them. To the right, seems over here. The same lane. Same areas. Get me, bitch. Fuck. 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 Oh boy. Now they can. How do they not do that again? Back in this stupid cave. These stupid rats. And die. Load them up. So much dynamite. It's ridiculous. Cool. Whoa, what the? Did not show that there was water there. What the? I don't know if that's a glitch or that's disappearing because it's to show that it's just hot in the game. Oh, does it? Oh, you're gonna fucking put you down. What? All of those body shots do that?
Eat this.
Is he blind? How the f- How much fucking health does this fucking guy have? Maybe I can clean that later. Those guys have a lot of fucking health. Die fast. Still that fast, but still. Damn. Some powerful shot. Where am I going? I'm going back to a place I've already been, so I'm gonna just fucking flash right along, because this is fine. What am I doing? I'm wasting my whole life right now.
Yep. I'm hit!
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. How would you expect? Why would you attack somebody with a fucking gun this big in their hand? Like, look at the fucking size of this thing. Look at the size of this goddamn gun. Disappear into the abyss.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
That's so stupid.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler.
Howdy.
Welcome back. What can I get you? I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well. See the king. I'm sure he could work something out to get you in. You'll need to prove you're worth his time, but it'll be well worth it. Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill. Caps up front. We don't do tabs here. Thanks. Till next time.
Okay. I mean, okay, just fast travel. Can I get in?
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be
I want my science to be pretty high. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Get some of these fucking quests done. There's some like stupid entrance. Nope. Oh, what the hell?
To the town of our Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
Let's check this
No
out.
one dared to ask his business, no
Hey there.
one dared to make a slip.
What are you doing here, stranger? You looking to start some trouble?
Question like that.
Me? I'm Sammy, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal duo. You better not mess with us or you'll end up face down in a shallow grave. Simple. Up until now, we committed our crimes stealthily, leaving no evidence behind, so we never built a rep. But that's gonna change with our next score. You just wait and see. You'll have to ask Pauline about that. She's the brains of our operation. I'm the muscle.
Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead.
You best not try any funny business, stranger. One word from me, and Vance will plant you in the ground.
And the notches on his pistol.
I'm Pauline, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal couple. You'd best not mess with us, or you'll have a bullet hole where your eye used to be. We ain't never heard of you either, so the not being impressed is mutual. Come a week or so, though, and everyone will have heard of Sammy and Pauline. Just you wait. Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our shot at the big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the wastelands. You'll see. You'll feel stupid that you made fun of us when you learn how rich we are.
One would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street.
Yeah, a nice ass couch for a
Folks
place.
were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Wait a second.
Cause I insist when somehow someone's gonna get killed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fighting with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Am I supposed to go further down? I don't even know.
Jingle, jangle, jingle, as I go right merrily along. They sing, oh, song is so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, though I may why I never felt that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go right merrily along. They sing, oh, that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Override, engage, of course. But they told me to come here. What the fuck? That's annoying.
I've got nothing.
Pretty sure this is the same as the headline. What is that fucking sound? Oh my god. It's annoying. That's starting to really piss me off. God damn. What is happening? Where would this person even be?
Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in a flurry. Will it ever fly? This odd diversity of mystery and joy. I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the
Starting to get red.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? We've got some news for you coming right up. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pig. In other news, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp in Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Am I supposed to be following? I think I'm supposed to be following these extradition entries. That helps me find her or something. I don't know. Oh, that could help. Come back to this mission. This is kind of annoying. I might take a break now to eat, honestly. Save.